It's spooky, this episode, so we lit candles. Or something. Nothing to Fear. Really good story. I think they deal with the Scarecrow really well. We'll get onto that in a bit. First of all, Undercurrent, which sort of has this odd picture of a woman drowning. She went to go pick some, looks like hops and nectarines, and she's just drowned.
Oh, bloody hell. How do you pronounce that?
Pink.
Kees.
Kees.
Brewredge.
It's Kees.
Pink Grapefruit IPA.
Right.
It's got a bottle on it. Thank you very much indeed.
Wash up with the candles.
Oh! That's burnt the hairs off my arm. That's burnt the hairs.
Nothing to fear except for fire.
Nothing to fear. Cheers. I'm gonna move this candle forwards.
We've got another ACOM episode, so the same people as we just talked about, Christmas with the Joker.
Yeah, so it looks like I animated it.
Yeah, it's not the best animation, but the story carries this
really
through.
Good, yeah.
The general plot of this, Scarecrow was a guy who used to work at the university, and he was the head of the department of scaring people.
Yeah, that was
the fear department.
Professor Crane, what's his first name?
Jonathan Crane.
Professor Jonathan Crane. He was a doctor, and basically his research was just torturing people. Mm-hmm. For some reason, he had a university grant, he had a tenure or whatever. He had permission, I guess, from the university, at least in the short term, to torture people.
If you hated rats, he'll put you in a room with rats.
Yeah, you just tell him what you're scared of. Fire. Well, he didn't seem to do a great deal of work. He just said, basically, I was fascinated with scaring people.
It was the equivalent of on shows like Maury Povich, when they have I heard you're frightened of chickens, and they'll have a man come out in a chicken suit and scare someone.
With their worst nightmare, a 6-foot-tall chicken.
Eventually, after however long, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 years, the university finally said, Dr. Crane, you're just upsetting people.
Yeah.
It's doing no good.
The videos are funny, Jonathan.
Yeah, we all had a good laugh every year at the Christmas party.
Yeah.
But then they said, no, we're cutting your funding, you're fired, you're a nutter.
Yeah.
And he proved them right by saying, well, I'm going to just scare people. I'm going to become the Scarecrow. And then become the kind of embodiment of everybody's fear.
And his main goal is to just fuck up the university. I'm almost on Scarecrow's side because the man who runs the university is a nasty piece of work.
Yeah.
There's a scene where he bumps into Bruce Wayne in a lift.
Bruce Wayne says, "Hi, Dr. whatever the frig is called. Bruce, good to see you again. My name's Bruce Wayne." And the doctor says something along the lines of, "Yeah, I know who you are, Bruce Wayne.
It's lucky your father didn't live to see what you've done to his good name. He'd have died of shame."
It feeds in great to the story of the episode where when the fear toxin kicks in.
Yeah, it's like the fear, and his fear is that he's not living up to
what his father would want him to.
Reputation, and he feels like he needs to make his late father proud.
Yeah. I must say the Scarecrow in this episode, he gets... The design of the Scarecrow for this one episode is rubbish. He's just sort of a condom with a hat on. It's this weird... It doesn't look very good.
Yeah.
And then the next time we see him, he's much more frightening. And then by the time they do the redesign by Series 4, he's terrifying and got a noose around his neck. It works that his costume keeps changing because it's the idea that that's not scary enough. And he's
adapting.
I'm going to put some teeth in it.
A bit scary.
Yeah. Batman Begins. I think they take that, maybe not necessarily. Maybe they just came up with the same idea. But the bit where the crowd of people are poisoned and they all start attacking him.
Yeah.
And it's similar to in Batman Begins in the Narrows when he's being attacked and he has to fight, get his way out. And then later when he's grabbing Scarecrow and going they did this first.
Yeah.
He's sort of like that thing from Fantasia on top of a hill he turns into though. Remember that bit in Fantasia?
No.
The climax may be a little bit OTT with the blimp crashing through the city, but
into a skyscraper.
Yeah.
So people are probably dead.
There's mass casualties, except for the 2 men who fell out of the blimp.
One landed in a tree.
One and the other,
the sort of
the hotel.
canopy
Yeah,
of a hotel.
the tree in the top of a building was a real. I mean, that guy. He does not know how lucky he is.
You know what, Susan? You laughed at me when I said we should plant a tree on the roof.
No, Susan will be going like, "There's a criminal in that tree, you pillock."
Your father, if he was alive.
The ending of this episode, where he's standing at the grave of his parents, and Shelley Walker's score at the end of it is just sweeping. You know, it's beautiful as he stands there and the wind's blowing and he's laying the roses
with his sunglasses on.
With his sunglasses on, it's
and there's a nice touch when he walks away. His shadow is the cape.
Great ending.
Yeah.
Odd thing we noticed though,
the grave, his parents' grave, it's a posh grave as well. So you've got to believe he's paying a decent amount of money to sort of keep this plot at a graveyard. The grave of his parents does appear to be covered in mushrooms.
A lot of mushrooms, yeah.
Well, you do imagine Bruce Wayne, he's sort of gone, he's put some flowers on his parents' grave, and then he's off just to the, the administration centre of Gotham graveyard to say, guys, I know it's a big graveyard, and a lot of people do get killed in the city, but can you just keep the mushrooms off my parents' grave?
Yeah, yeah.
I pay enough. I own this graveyard! Yeah, it's kind of a bit too perfumey for me. Small dose is not too bad. Again, I'm not totally on board with the idea of combining fruit and beer. So I think this is a sort of B minus.
Okay. I'm on my second Siren craft brew. The first I drank was called Lady Liquor. I can't remember what her name was.
Yeah.
Her name was
wet liquor.
Yeah, My Liquid Passion.
Yeah.
God, I'm not. This one, the Undercurrent, the Drowning Lady, Oatmeal Pale Ale.
The Drowning Lady.
The Drowning Lady. This is a completely inoffensive beer. Solid B. I think this is a fine beer, the Undercurrent Oatmeal Pale Ale.
Story-wise, this is a really good one. I think it's really good. I think it's let down by the fact that it looks drawn by a Roomba. You gave the robot Hoover a pencil and said, "Give me a cartoon." So I give this an A minus.
Okay, I'm going to give it an A. I think it's a great setup for the Scarecrow, and for a Saturday morning cartoon to go into the depths about a son not feeling that he's living up to his father's expectations. Is an astonishing thing to do. The animation doesn't quite live up to the story, but I think this is a really solid. It's a really good episode. I really like it, and most of the Scarecrow episodes I think don't let you down. I think they're really good episodes, and this is a good one to start it off.
This morning, we're on the hunt for mushrooms.